is, I think. We should be live. It's back on Wreckfest 2. Where am I on that screen? Let's go here. I haven't actually shown this, so we're going to show this. I'd like to finish the race. So, we're not driving. Let's what's actually tougher? Let's go with the first lap. I don't know why it loads the vehicles when you press R, not in the loading screen. Or why not while I'm sitting on that menu? We do have control. Fortunately it wasn't working properly. And my shifter now works, which is nice. They put out a patch for that a couple days ago. So I can now use my shifter properly. Don't hit me. I'm just trying to not crash. I do miss having the option to tune the vehicles. It was nice being able to tune it. Oh, we've had an accident. Nice one. Get out of the way. Really? Just trying to recover from someone else's accident. I have been rather beaten up about it. I'm down 17. That's terribly disappointing. Oh, there's something solid in those tyres. Really? Why do people keep crashing into those containers? The AI perhaps need a little bit of work on the intelligence, because they're not very bright. Sometimes they're smarter than the Wreckfest 1 AIs, but sometimes they're not, and that was not very smart from me. Let's not have an accident. Head-on collisions. It's not like the AI is going to make any effort to avoid that. What am I doing? I mean, kind of cool, I guess. What are you doing? I'm just going to have to drive into you because I cannot predict where you're going to go. Tyres always do damage now, it seems. They do a lot more damage to the vehicle than they do in Wreckfest 1. Wreckfest 1 you can drive through boats of tyres with no problem. In Wreckfest 2 you often take damage just by lightly brushing them, which is a little annoying, to be honest. There's just a permanent accident going on in the middle there. Just at any given moment there are a number of vehicles having an accident. I am having a spin on my own. I don't think my car handles very well anymore. What happened there? Got like dragged into the floor. It would be nice to know how close the first and second place were. Currently, not a feature in the game. There is no, like, what am I trying to say? Like, real-time scoreboard leaderboard going on. You're not for position. That's disappointing. No idea where. Hopefully it's the one that just crashed there. No, it's not. Hopefully it's one of the ones in front of me then. Oh. Couldn't see that. You appear to be missing both of your back wheels. Hang on. The wheels are intact. You just don't have either of the tyres. That's an achievement. To have a driving car with no back tyres. With still all the wheels. Like the wheel hubs. This is probably the wrong side to go. Can we thread the needle through there? Yes, I can. Well, I'm still in third. First and second must be really far away. How far away were they? Oh, well, they're like 4 seconds and 10 seconds ahead of me. That's quite far. Oh, I think they're going faster than me as well. How annoying. Right, so that's the bone breaker one. Good. We also have the Speedway Oval, and I can hold the increased laps button up to 500. I'm not doing 500 laps. That would take me longer than YouTube lets you have a stream for. So I've already gone way too far. I stopped looking at it. I think 50 laps is probably plenty. And let's set it on record damage so that no one finishes. What's more of a stock car? I have no idea. Who can I go with? The Rocket, because the Rocket's cool. See, there is a kind of inner oval that you can see on the map there, but it doesn't actually do anything. That neither of the tracks actually use it. Well, neither of the layouts of the track actually use it. Second gear launch. Drove the inside. Wreckfest moment. AI still always get a terrible launch. And we're apparently just going to be drifting the corners. Why am I not surprised? Drift tap? That was a little bit of a more solid tap than I was intending. Why don't you drive up the track? What is your line? Your line is terrible. I feel there's probably a faster way to drive than to slide the car around, but I'm not very good at driving, particularly in Wreckfest. Never been very fast in this game. Or at least never was very fast in the first one, and I imagine that will carry over. That's a bit more sideways than I intended. But let's get some immersion going, shall we? Oh, we don't have the second driver camera now. We only have one driver. Not that that actually makes any difference. Oh, wall there. It's fine. Wow, you've actually managed to catch up. Just because I tapped a wall. Can we make a path stick on the exit? No, I'm going to slide it around too much. Can I just let's go around the outside? Slide with a wall riding? No. What if I just send it more aggressively? Yeah, I don't have a little anything to indicate where the other vehicle is relative to me. So I hope they don't drive into me. It's not like my mirrors even work. So I have literally no idea where that car went. I looked over at the stream and crashed into a wall. Yeah, I don't think you can really use first person at the moment. You just cannot tell where any other vehicles are. There is nothing that indicates that to you. Oh, it's a different car that's overtaken us this time. And then I have immediately put them into a wall. Didn't mean to do that. Can my door fix itself, please? It looks silly when it's swinging it open like that. I wonder if I can, like, knock it off if I whack it on a wall. I don't really think fourth gear is worth it around this track. And I can't tune the gears, so I can't make my gearing better so that I actually use fourth gear. I'm just stuck having a completely useless fourth gear, and ever so slightly buzzing the limiter in third if I get the corner right, which is not like that. That is not how you get the corner right. Who put tyres just lying around in the middle of the track? Oh, me probably, like I've just done there. I have just contributed to the problem I just complained about. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Was not expecting to see you here today. Can I cut up the inside? Not really, only one of them. I was hoping to get both of them in one corner. That probably been a bit ambitious. Am I just going outside? Yes, the AIs are not very fast. Evidently not. I'm also not very fast because I'm not very good at the game. No, just going to try and cut underneath. Thanks. That's like 4 of them lapped. But it took me 20 laps to get to lapping them, so they're faster than the Wreckfest 1 AIs. The Wreckfest 1 AIs you could be lapping by like lap 5 with a slower vehicle. But they're also just probably not very good over racing. Because they don't take a very good line. They don't use all the track. They want to just sit in the middle of the road the whole time by the looks of it. Too much sideways. I'm doing the same line as the AI because I just keep throwing it way too sideways because it's fun. nearly four-wheel drifting it sometimes, and then it doesn't work and I mess it up. Corners are not very smooth when I am driving them. At least I can't do it smoothly and quickly. Grass bad. Don't drive on the grass. You're in the way. Get out of the way in your identically fast car that somehow is so much slower than mine. Okay, apparently I'm going to spin. Why did that make me spin so much? Hello, I'm going to drive up your inside. The inside on the corner. I have crashed into a wall. Why? They just flung themselves at me for no reason. Why? Why? That's a real Wreckfest 1 real Wreckfest 1 AI moment right there. I've never seen them do that yet in this game. They normally seem to be quite sensible and only attack you if it's faster, rather than just deciding to randomly drive itself into a wall, just attempt to hit you. Side by side with Bot 4, who has attempted to drive into my vehicle. Now I am no longer side by side with Bot 4 because Bot 4 was slow. I do wish we could tune the cars. In the like pre-race menu, the differential thing is an option that says coming soon, which implies that the gear ratios and the brake balance is not something we're going to actually have the option to tune, which is rather disappointing because that was quite important to playing Wreckfest 1, was the tuning of your car. So hopefully they add the rest of it at some point. I'm also hoping they add customization, because currently we don't have any. But, you know, early access game and all that, I hope. Really hope they haven't removed customization from the game. Are we only on lap 33? I've been here for 10 minutes, and I have driven 34 laps. I cannot be bothered to work out how fast that means my average lap is. Two sideways, it's always far too sideways. Oh, wall. We don't quite have the power to be going fast enough to throw it that sideways. Nor do we have the locked enough diff. It tends to just kind of die on the outside wheel, and then you can't that much angle. The suspension's a bit wobbly because we can't tune the stiffness of the suspension. You know, being on a road course, I would stiffen up the suspension in Wreckfest 1 for this kind of track. Why is there just a giant train of cars in front of me? Oh wait, this game doesn't have slipstream, does it? Wreckfest 1 didn't. And I assume that that Wreckfest 2 doesn't. That would be something they should definitely add. Because that is something that I definitely felt was missing from Wreckfest 1, especially in terms of the oval racing, because there are quite a number of oval tracks, but you can't really have the oval racing experience if you don't have a slipstream. Like, you know, if you've got a slightly slower car, you can't get any slipstream, so you know you're just going to lose out. There is no way for you to keep up. You can't do like the swapping backwards and forwards kind of thing. I'm not actually 100% sure that slipstream isn't in Wreckfest 2 yet, otherwise rather doubt it. So I don't know how I can test it, because I can't actually control what vehicle the AI has, so I can't force them to drive a specific vehicle. Which means I just have to hope I can find an AI driving about the same speed as me in the same vehicle. What are you doing? Why do you just drive up the cliff? Cliff? What? Up the hill towards the wall. They're just not very bright. So the problem is they're just slower anyway. Like, I don't need slipstream to keep up with them, because they just keep driving terribly on their own. Apparently I spun them out. I'm pretty sure I just pushed them into a wall. I didn't push them into a wall. I nudged them and they decided to abruptly steer into a wall. I'd also like to point out that this is on record damage, the highest damage setting, and none of the cars have been wrecked because they are all just driving around in a big line over there. And I was distracted by the line of cars and spun out of it. But yes, they don't drive in any kind of unique way. They all drive exactly the same. So they just drive around in a line. They need some personality. And, oh yeah, I'm now on the final lap. Around the final corner. My 15-minute race. Okay, so if I set it as a maximum of 500 laps, that would only take 150 minutes. I could reasonably do that, but like, why would I? Let's turn that down, but leave it on Wrecker, because Wrecker damage is fun. 10 laps? I'm sure that a few cars will finish. So we have the American one thing. Still don't know what it actually is. Yeah, if I go to the assists, I can see down here the differential coming soon. So clearly tuning is planned, at least differential tuning is planned. Right, let's see, can anybody survive 10 laps of something like Sandpit? I have to actually change gears now, I can't just leave it in third the entire time. So look, why am I so much faster? My car is not faster. This is just the Wreckfest 1 thing of the player's car just gets a way better launch for no apparent reason. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. I would like to avoid taking as much damage as I can, because otherwise... Yes, well, I don't want to be taking damage. I've got 10 laps to survive on wrecker damage, so... I could very easily just get completely wrecked out of this. With no map to tell me where the cars behind me are, it'd be a bit dangerous, because I have no idea how close they are at any given moment. That was a suspension sound that sounded bad. Or I guess it's just the noise this car makes whenever it lands a jump, which it probably wasn't designed for, let's be honest. I braked too early. I always forget that there's kind of like a double, it's like a fake corner. When you think the corner is one place, and actually it's a bit later. And then this corner's just longer than I think it is. And I can't use the map to judge anything. Oh, very sideways for a front wheel drive. Oh no. Oh, never mind, we're fine. I thought we were going to fall over for a minute there. Yeah, let's just leave it a bit later to brake this. That's probably a bit too late. Somehow the car didn't immediately explode upon hitting the tyre bundle. That's fortunate. They can be rather mean sometimes, and just completely wreck your car. That's a bit wide. Fine. All fine, still on the road. Clearing the cones out, so that it's less safe. Yay. How close? Okay, they're not. I can't see them while going around a corner. That doesn't mean much because I was going around a corner. Okay, still can't see them on straight. I've got quite a bit of a lead going on, it looks like. Yeah, the AIs are not the best. They never were in Wreckfest. I always had to make up for it by driving a slower car. Otherwise I would just win all the time because they are so low. Shall we try and drive legally? That I immediately gave up and crossed the white line. See, this is the problem with tyres in this game. They're brutal. They're absolutely brutal. They can absolutely just destroy your car. Like, I've only hit the tyres, and look at the front end of my car. I mean, not that I have any personal experience of driving a car into tyres to know what it would realistically look like, but it is certainly more brutal than in Wreckfest 1. And I'm not sure I mean, I'm on wrecker damage, so obviously it's going to be more deadly. But even on the lower damage modes, there is still a good chance that it does significant damage to your vehicle. Okay, you can just take a wheel off just by hitting a tyre bundle. It's kind of the line, I guess. This is not the line. That is also not the line. That is very wide. Why am I over here? Got distracted looking at the damage thing. It said the entire front end of my car is just completely wrecked. And yes, I would agree. There is nothing left. Oh no. That was about as close as you can cut it with that crash barrier there. Very nearly just landed on the barrier. Okay, well, we're halfway through. And I have absolutely run away with this. I don't know how I can nerf them. Because if I give myself a slower, oh no, because there aren't these slower cars. All the cars are theoretically balanced, and from the leaderboards it looks like some of them may be better than others, but not by very much. I can't nerf myself with a slow car. I could nerf myself with a weak car, but that would just result in me DNFing sooner. And I've lost it. See, look, I've lost a wheel because I clipped a tyre bundle. That's just annoying. Fortunately, we seem to be able to drive as a one-wheel drive, and the diff lets us do this. Though it's not particularly happy about it. Should I have used the right wheel? Left wheel would have been so much better. Okay, and apparently me dragging along the floor is causing significant damage to the rest of the vehicle. The rest of the vehicle now wants to explode. Oh, well that's wonderful. It has pulled the other wheel off. So, all I can do is sit here and spin the wheels. Except I'm not spinning the wheels, I am spinning the brake discs. Yay. I think we have to accept the DNF on that. And try this again with a different vehicle. That's a little tougher. Let's try the same rules, except this time we're going to do the road slayer. And I've immediately driven into the back of them because they've got a terrible launch. Because just AI nerf. And I guess I could sit on the start line and wait. That could nerf me. Just give them some more time. Then I'd have to fight my way through the pack. Rather than just running away at the front. Or I could just get spun out. That also works to slow me down. We're just being squeezed into the wall. This thing goes way more sideways than the other vehicles want to. Not surprising. It's not hit any tyres this time. Do you mind? I am trying to turn around the corner. Thank you. I am just going to spin. Be spun. That. Two. Well, I guess I'm over here now. I don't think you could do this in Wreckfest. Oh, it reset me. Yeah, I didn't let you drive around as much in Wreckfest 1. It just kind of reset you a lot earlier. Oh, we have 5 gears. I didn't know we had 5 gears because I've never used 5th because none of the tracks are long enough for it to be of any use. Now I just have to spend the next 9 laps recovering from exiting the track. Okay, that's another 3rd gear corner. Or I'm just not skilled enough to drive it in 3rd gear, which is more likely. And according to the damage container, my car is perfectly fine. I'm not so sure about this. The car does not look particularly perfectly fine. Where are you going? The track is not up there. Can we take the 20th place off this bot 26? Yes. Can I throw it across here and gain some more places? Only one. Oh, there's a load of cars here for me to just drive past because they're all busy having an accident. If even on the straight, there is no need to go into 5th gear. Seriously, hope we get gear tuning. I need my gear tuning back. Right, we're up to 11th. Can we take 10th? Yes. Might immediately throw it away? Also yes. Because I didn't brake enough, or early enough. Yes, thank you for spinning me out. I really appreciate it. I am now going to make sure I return the favour. It's the one with the stripy roof. I'm going to have time. Oh, or I could just be spun on the nose of someone else. Fine, I'm just going to reset and ignore that. You saw nothing. Well, now apparently the back of my vehicle is completely destroyed and the front is perfectly fine. Again, I'm not quite sure I would agree with that assessment of the damage of the vehicle. Where am I going? This is not the track. I have nearly left the track again. Much sideways. That actually worked quite well. I was not expecting that to work so well. Normally, much sideways is just much slow and much missing the corner. Oh, it's bot 26 again. Slightly illegitimate pass, it's fine. They didn't spin out, I just half spun them out and they got threatened and slowed down. Oh, this thing does not like the jumps. It does not like landing those bumps. Nearly into 5th gear, and then of course, we don't actually need it. Ah, here's the one that spun me out. Have fun over there. Bye bye. They're just over there, very far. I have definitely got my revenge and a little more. Without slowing myself down, which is impressive. Normally revenge requires everyone involved to just end up in a wall. Somehow I managed to do it cleanly. I also think that the wheels on this vehicle are getting further and further away from the actual edges of the vehicle as the metal gets crumpled in, and obviously the wheels don't. So it started off having, you know, fenders covering the wheels, and now the wheels are practically just sticking out the sides of the car, because I just keep denting the metal. Oh, let's not be enforced, shall we? Are you going to attempt to... Why are you just coming across on me? I don't want to be on that side of the road. I was just trying to get away from you. That's a better line through there than driving into the back of the edge. Oh come on! Why do I always want worse out of any given collision? No, stop trying to spin me. Don't want to be spun. Thank you very much. That is certainly a line that you have just taken. It has not worked out very well for you, has it? Just going to slightly barge my way past there, because I want to get past. I want to get past all the cars and win the race after being put in last place and exiting the track. Stop sliding all around. This car is just so much slidier than anything else in the game. And also the front wheel drive cars don't slide around on power on dirt as much as the rear wheel drive cars. The rocket is significantly more planted than this thing is. And the little European one, the Total Golf. It's kind of fun to drive, but also it's so small and weak that as there are no upgrades, you cannot actually make it any kind of competitive because it's not actually that fast, and it also is incredibly fragile. How have I fallen over? An even better question is, how have I not lost a load of time from it? The back of the car is now a very funky shape, but somehow I still have all of my wheels. And the front wheels are also no longer concealed within the vehicle. It is now just an open wheeler. If it weren't wonky and asymmetrical and dented, it would look quite cool. Kind of like a... I don't know, I'm going with that. Some kind of roady race buggy thing. And now I've been distracted by looking at things and not at the road and the car. Somehow I've got up to 4th. So I guess the cars ahead of me are 1st, 2nd and 3rd. We've somehow just got a lap down the car keeping pace. Side by side. Why are you driving into my door? Send it, yes. I could have gone a little further to the left. Gotta catch the thing in first. Oh, it's another Golf. A lot of Golfs. The AI does seem to be quite fast at driving the Golf. But the Wreckfest Wire was also very good at driving the small front-wheel drive cars. Like, well, never smashed the Nexus, I don't think, but the Speedy and the Firefly, the AI was always quite fast with. So I guess it's kind of carried over. I thought I was going to lose a wheel there, because hitting diamond walls is just so ridiculously deadly. And I part spun. I'm pushing too hard in an attempt to catch the leader. I have now lost the second place, and the third place, and then immediately regained them because they both went really wide. What were they doing over there? I am... Oh. Apparently I have to damage my suspension, and then spun. That's annoying. Ow. Back of my car is now an even funnier shape. It's still wonky shape now. I don't know how all the wheels are intact. Two of them are yellow, that's a bad sign. That means we're probably going to lose them at some point before the race finishes. Although we do only have one lap left, so hopefully they'll stay intact for the next lap. But this has been 10 laps on wrecker damage, and I haven't seen any wrecks. So I think the big problem is that the AI are all just very consistent. They all kind of do the same thing, and the same thing every time. So they're not ever crashing into each other that much, or anything like that. They don't have accidents between themselves that often. Can I manage to retake a position? Yeah, no, because you're in the way. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What are you doing? Why would you... What was that line you were taking? That is your fault that you have lost out the car behind you. But yeah, the AIs are all very consistent, so they never have accidents. And so everybody has finished. 10-lap wrecker race, 15 minutes, and we've all finished. You see the issue. Let's see. I've never actually done this. Let's not have it on 40 minutes. Actually, I can't be bothered to turn it down because it'll take ages. I sat there for like 5 minutes the other day, just turning this number up, making it up to 40 minutes, which is a round number of hours. It's also just a ridiculous number of hours. Right, let's get the rocket because I don't want one of the little front-wheel drive things. They are just going to immediately get exploded, and the wheels seem to be rather fragile on the road layer. I feel that like they're going to be any better on the rocket. I think I always start on the far left of one of the halves. Ah yes, the time left thing doesn't really know what to do. It wasn't designed to be displaying 6 digits. But I don't actually want to damage my car at all, because I want to win, and so I want to preserve my car's health. And so I'm just going to do laps. Well, let's do laps Britishly and do them back. Fine then. I guess I won't. Are you going to just keep pushing me? Why do you have so much pushing power? What? Oh no. Gearbox damaged. So much for keeping my car healthy. Now my front wheel's going to fall off. Wonderful. It handles a little bit wonky now. It doesn't turn, and then it does turn. I should stop hitting things. It's really bad for my health. Specifically, the health of my car. Wow, you should have missed. And we have lost the front tyres. So they're going to fall off in a minute. And then I'll be driving around on rims at the front. Fortunately, we are rear-wheel drive, and so it will still be drivable. They're about to detach themselves. The question is, does anyone actually DNF? Or, on record difficulty, is it impossible? Let's go have a look around. Are there any wrecks? Because I don't think record difficulty actually allows you to wreck, which sounds a bit contradictory. But I think that it just means that you don't wreck, you don't have health, you can break your car, and you can't actually wreck. Because even if you lose 2 wheels, you still survive. Unlike in Wreckfest 1, where losing 2 wheels was a death sentence. Literally, you just got DNF. Now I've lost the front wheels. Oh, that means I can't steer. Wonderful. By the looks of things, a number of other vehicles are in the same boat. And by a number of other vehicles, I mean literally everybody else. And all I can do is explore it and hope something interesting will happen. Attack! Suspension damage. Oh no. I guess we just drive at a wall. Nothing left at the front of the vehicle, so that won't make any difference. So many vehicles missing front wheels. Come on, roll back over. Or get rolled back over. Come on, someone do it. I don't want to restart. There we go. Now damaging my other wheels. So just for science, I need to break off the next 2 wheels so that I can determine what happens if you lose more than 2 wheels. Because I've never done that before. How are we spinning out? Guess we're just doing ballet. And now the tyres are flat. So we're about to lose them. And it's not driving into the car. All we can do is donuts. Reverse. Oh, and then it's stuck in the grass again. We definitely crab. This is weird because we've only got 2 wheels. Oh, there's like a mound that you can climb on. I didn't even notice that. There's this mound over there that presumably acts as a ramp. Wait, you've still got all your wheels? That's not allowed. I have no pushing power with my 2 flat tyres. Not quite sure how the engine's still running, because I've just been revving it to death the whole time. Oh, I think I am also personally in the vehicle dead at this point. It doesn't look very healthy. What is that? It's driving me. Usually it's like a wedge. It's like a. Well, it's not missing the front of the vehicle. Okay, we're now driving to the wall. Forwards. Wrecking us. Oh, so you can be wrecked. What does it take you? What? How do you get wrecked then? That's just an intact wheel. Can't I just take that and bolt it to my car? Come on. Oh, I stole someone's wheel. You look very intact. How dare you? Ow. I'm surprised I've still got my grip. I had to say something. They've now just immediately popped off. I now have a wheel grip that does nothing. Oh, it can make me spin around in circles. Just stick it in a fifth then. I still have a single wheel around. This is all I can do. Somehow it still moves in dirt. Thought it would get stuck. How is that wheel rim still attached? What is the engine doing down there? Oh wait, no, everything is just so horrifically warped that the engine is just on the floor. There's just a bunch of weirdly shaped bits of metal driving around. Another wrecking assist. Someone else is dead. Maybe I have to lose this wheel. So they can't actually drive with any... Oh. I have been wrecked. But I can respawn. Oh, so this does mean that this will in fact go on for all eternity. Okay, let's see if I can nick someone's wheel. My force feedback just died. Hello? There we go. I want to know if it is the act of removing all four wheels that wrecks a vehicle now. Did I take the wheel off? Yes. Okay, you now have to lose all four wheels to be wrecked. I'm gonna wreck myself doing this though, that's the problem. Ow. I don't want to go that way, I want to go this way. Suspension feels rather unhappy. I have been fourth tail whipped. Crunch, that did nothing. That did no damage to me. That did more damage to me because they were not missing any. Nope, they were not. Nope, they were. The words. They had front wheels gone. Couldn't remove them. Well, let's try and get the jump, shall we? Oh no, I've lost the front tyres again. It's always the front ones that go first. Maybe if I were reversing around. I just wanted to take the jump. And I have been banned from doing so. Oh, that's a terrible jump. It's way too steep. I should have reverse. Oh, never mind, the wheel fell off anyway. Your wrecker damage is a bit odd. I'm gonna have to just quit because currently I have used 15 of the 1400 minutes. So yes, we're going to retire. No, we're going to retire. No, 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 no. Buttons. Ow. Retire. That is kind of all the content there is. Like, there's only so much I can stream. Everything else I've already demonstrated at least once. And the figure of 8 is the world's most boring figure of 8 ever, because the AI are way too consistent. So, if we try and do this, let's just do it with 10. Actually, no, let's put it on. Oh, wait, I can change this. Class B. I guess all of our vehicles are in B class then. That would make sense that it says B class when we don't have the other options. It's demo race. I don't know, let's find out. Yeah, let's put on realistic because that kind of works better. And sure, we're just going to use the rocket. Yeah, this is the figure of 8. And the AI is far too consistent in their driving for this to actually be very chaotic. So, obviously we can just immediately get a significantly better launch than the AI for no apparent reason. Just because that's how Wreckfest works. And I'm already losing health because I flipped a tyre. Wow, this thing handles so much better when it has all its wheels. I'm going to be careful of the wall, because the wall the other side of the crossover is not in the same place as where it is on the side you're coming from. There's a lot of tyre smoke. So yeah, you've then got to tuck in with the wall. But, you know, currently there's a bit of a squabble going on between all the cars, but none of them have had any major accidents. So no one's out of sort of place. We're all still bunched up. And I keep nearly being spun. So let's just try and stay out of the way a bit more. So being a figure of 8, I can't exactly just go around the outside. But yes, we're on lap 3, and so far there have been 0 crossover incidents because the lead cars are up there and the back cars are there. We're all far too close together for this actually to do anything of any interest. Wow, thanks. I slightly brushed the wall and got stuck to it, and now is being pushed down the road. I'm also not very good at figure of 8 racing. Down to 16th place. Now, I have tried to figure of 8 and actively gone out of my way to try and sow chaos and make cars out of the sink. So we can try and do a bit of that, but it's going to break my car in the process. So it's not like I can make myself a tough car for the sake of it. I have no upgrades. You know, you can... Oh, I didn't put it in the wall. Nearly put it in the wall. Stupid tyres. My pistons have apparently broken. Yet somehow my engine still works. Damage text does seem to be a little bit dramatic. big end bearings, damn it. I guess the big end. Very technical terminology going on in this game. Aha! Nicely through the middle. And now you're out of coolant, which, as far as I can tell, doesn't actually make any difference whatsoever. But I'm just continually falling down the order because I'm just terrible at oval racing. Not oval racing. Figure of 8 racing, I'm just really slow. Cannot get the line right. I keep going way, way too sideways. Oh, we're on lap 10 already. And there have been a total of 0 crossover incidents. We all just stay together as a group. It really doesn't work. But, like, that's kind of all there is in the game. So I don't know what else I can do. Is there anything on here? No, it doesn't work. So, yeah, bit of a short stream, but I don't know what else I can do in the game. There's not that much content yet. So, I'll do updates when more stuff comes out, but for now, that's kind of it. So, thanks for watching, and goodbye.